over here at 147 West Essex. About a half-acre lot. You're going to need this cut until it gets occupied. Okay. The bushes are trimmed. There is some weeding in the front. So what we're doing, Mike, is just a phase one. It's clean out, clean up. Removing any personal property. Inside and outside, like that chair's not needed.
That's trash.
That's trash. What were you thinking for the deck?
Paint it. Well, paint the whole deck.
So power wash
And paint.
and paint. And why we had the power washer
Do that too.
do the sides, because if you don't tell them to do it, then we'll come out here. The deck will look beautiful, and the siding won't.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one door. That's to the kitchen, I believe.
That's the kitchen and that's the living room.
And then that's to the living room. We have one broken light here. I would say just replace both of them so they match. This is a big single family, nice block in Lansdowne. So for phase one, it does need a weeding. It does need the bushes trimmed. And the deck needs some work. It would be replacing any rotted boards. It is nailed down and it appears to be in good shape, but I would say to screw it down. Here's one board that was replaced there.
What happened? A tree was in the backyard and fell.
Oh,
So
get out.
This section was replaced.
Yep, I see that. There's no, for long-term maintenance, there's no trees that are so close to the house that I see that would cause these gutters to clog, so that's nice.
And this roof is architectural roof replacement. I don't know when this was done, but just put on top of the previous one.
Okay. So it already has two. This is the second? Okay. This would get power wash as well. So you can see this deck. Pretty big deck. The home has central air conditioning?
Yes. Central heat, central air.
Yep. Okay. Downspout there. It's away from the house, so that's great. House is all siding. Replacement windows. So phase one is the weeds. Any personal items left inside?
Yep.
Then we'll go into the go to the inside of the house now. Go inside, Mike. So for the kitchen, I used to always do tile, and then we came across a product called LVT, luxury vinyl tile, and that's they snap together. It's like basically a plastic, super durable, and it looks nice.
Yeah. I'd rather tile.
You want tile?
Like ceramic tile.
Ceramic tile is what you want.
So do it around the cabinets, under the range, under the refrigerator.
What were you planning on doing anything else with the kitchen?
No. Do you see anything? You have any suggestions? What about this counter? How does the counter look to you? Countertop. This I recut this, and if that's necessary, or we could replace it. What do you suggest?
I think 1980 called and they want their countertop back. Not to be rude, but yeah, maybe 70, 60. What year? Look,
This was made back in the 60s.
It's not. I mean, besides this one damaged part, it held up well. We're gonna look at the comps because some of this just isn't worth taking it to the next level. But then sometimes they're running deals on granite. And you're just going over it with the granite, but then when you do that, you usually end up redoing the sink.
Yeah.
Now you got the sink. Now you have the plumbing with the sink.
The sink is in good shape.
So.
You mean like put like a double sink or something?
Just usually the depth. This is not as deep as what they normally as what the newer ones are. So you end up getting into it. So it's like don't spend any money on the countertops, or you end up spending $2,000 when it's all said and done. Because then what do you do with the backsplash?
Yeah.
What do you do with this?
Oh yeah, that's true too.
So it's like.
And this looks good. The backsplash looks okay. I wouldn't touch a backsplash. I just do the countertop. But I see what you mean, though.
It starts adding more.
This is for rental. I wouldn't do the backsplash.
Yeah. And you don't need to do it all at one time.
No, exactly.
Necessarily.
If I'm going to replace anything, I just do the countertop.
Yeah, I agree.
I leave the backsplash.
I agree. And you want your floor, you want your tile floor.
Yes, the tile floor, exactly. I want to make it durable and presentable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but not overly expensive at all.
Yeah, the tile floors are more labor to put in than the other types of floors, but the material is less expensive because you can get some of that for $1 a foot.
Tile is not expensive.
So,
I'd buy the tiles.
I'd recommend.
And we're gonna redo the ceiling and
one light fixture.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoever does the paint would do the plumbing stack. Now, for our phase 5, Mike, is flooring. So our phase 1 is clean out. Phase 2 is a handyman list. So we bullet point, basically run like a project plan.
Mm-hmm.
Phase 3 is anything that we're going to sub out.
So phase 1 is outside, you said, the landscaping.
It's clean out and clean up.
Well, the thing is, the company, remember I
Yes.
was company retained. I'm going to get back on them and say, we got to clean this up, we got to get this done. I can also ask them, the arrangement we have is supposed to be done over 2 weeks. They're just cutting grass, nothing else, right?
Yes.
I can ask them if they could, do I've been doing the gardening,
Okay.
the gardening and everything, and trimming the shrubs.
When you come up, that's why, okay.
Yeah, I did all that.
Yep.
Shrub, a few weeks back, but it's growing fast. So I'd probably just clean that up, hopefully one day and just do that.
Mm-hmm.
But have the people come back and cut that grass.
Mm-hmm.
Cut that grass. That's what they're
So you might finish off the weed pulling, and then I would say put down some mulch and some preen. We build into our leases now exactly what's required for each house for the landscaping. We literally build it right into the lease.
Because the owner, whoever the renter is, I manage a rental property that we have in DC, and the renter is supposed to take care of the land, take care of
for a single family,
cutting
yes.
the grass and all that stuff. Yes, they're supposed to do that. But of course, you could set up where if you are the management company, is that you have an agreement between you and the renter. So whether you do it for them and they pay you separately, or they do it and you have to ensure that they do it.
We do the latter right now.
You do it.
We have it on them. We have it on them, and now we build in 26 cuts a year.
Mm-hmm.
We say what type of mulch is to be used and preen, and conditions around the weeds and things like that. We've just taken it to another level.
So they pay you?
No, they because
or you just take it out of the rent?
They do it. No, they do it.
They do it, okay.
They do it. They're responsible for it, whether they
But
want
you
to
set the
hire it
conditions.
or when they do it. But we set the conditions.
Okay, great.
And then we inspect.
And make sure.
3 months after they've been in, between 2 to 3 months we're here, and then that will determine if we need to come back at 6 months.
Right.
And then we are here in month 8 to determine if we want to renew the lease, and if so,
right.
how are they keeping up on it. So we do about three visits a year.
So at least give them a quarter to get their act together.
Right.
Yeah.
And let them know, because they've been trained by their past landlord, and their past landlord might not have really cared. But this is a big single-family home in Lansdowne. It feels like a solid home.
Oh, it is.
I don't smell smoke, but I see signs of smoke.
No, that's just, it's not smoke. It's, I think it's just age. It's
Age,
just,
okay.
It's I just time like dust. Like dust.
Just dust?
Yeah. See? And when dust stays for a long time, this is dust.
Yep. Yeah, because if it's smoke, then we're painting with oil based.
No, it's
If it's not smoke, then we're good.
It's and the paint you're gonna use is satin. So satin here, semi-gloss.
Agreed.
Here. Okay.
And the doors would get painted, the trim would get painted, the ceilings are getting painted. The ceilings we would do neutral white.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Neutral white, and the ceiling. You can use semi-gloss. I mean, flat is cheaper, but and you know the thing great about flat, it doesn't show the curves or the flaws in
Right.
on the wall, right? So is it typical to just paint it flat on the ceiling and then semi-gloss on the wall?
Some builder,
satin on the
Some
wall?
people, even if they were coming in and spraying, they even just like leave it primed on the ceiling, because that basically is a flat. And then I don't believe in cheap paint on the walls, especially in a big single family, because then it shows everything.
Yes.
Yeah, it needs to be able to be cleaned. What were you thinking for the fireplace?
Oh, painted white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, painted
Yeah.
white. Just like all the trims and all the doors.
Yeah.
White.
This is going to look nice. I'm excited about this home.
Oh, we love this home. My wife and I, we love this home. That's why I'm using professional property management people to make sure we get exactly what we're looking for.
I hope you can find one.
It's okay. Yeah, good sense on you. Okay, so this is the half bath.
We have a half bath. Tile the same as the kitchen, or you go with this tile?
No, we're sticking with this tile. This tile.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with it. And everything seems intact.
Yep.
Just need a painting, you know. And
Paint here.
everywhere, even in the closet. So yeah, there's a linen closet,
Okay.
and just paint it everywhere. And all the doors white semi-gloss.
White semi-gloss. Not the cheap stuff.
No, good stuff. What are you, Sherwin Williams?
We use Sherwin-Williams.
And you guys, I mean, you're a contractor that all of that.
Yeah.
So shouldn't be too expensive.
No, and we would give you all that, like exactly what paint we're using,
Yeah.
how it is, because there's a difference in paint. You
Oh,
can buy paint for $8 a gallon.
listen,
And
I have
it's-
my house painted with Sherwin Williams mostly. And some people tried with Benjamin Moore, but you know, Sherwin Williams, what was the other bit? Duran paint, right? So Sherwin Williams bought Duran.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Duran was the paint that most contractors use.
Right.
At the Sherwin Williams bought them also. But Benjamin Moore is always stepping up a little higher.
Yep.
But you don't have to, you know. Sherwin Williams is fine. And then all the cracks and all that, it's clean out, you know, like.
We're going to do the paint once and do it right.
And then, yeah, the painters know what to do.
Painters do it once and do it right.
Right.
We include replacing these.
Augusto? Okay.
I mean that, you know, we don't normally do metal. That's metal. We're normally just doing the plastic. But by the time we clean these off, and then that also ensures that, you know, it's painted all the way up to it. So we usually have those taken off. Sometimes we have the handyman take those off before the paint. Do you want to go downstairs? Okay.
We go upstairs later. This is just unfinished basement.
Unfinished basement. Okay, so the code has changed, where this now needs to go into the wall. So we just need to put a block here. Because there was a woman that was walking down the stairs with her baby, and her purse caught.
Oh, God. So you just seal
It needs to end into the
Put a
wall.
piece of wood and just seal it off.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
That's good. What about outside and steps in the front? You need to put a railing there?
If it's over, I think like 32 inches or something, you might be right at that mark.
Okay.
We would get rid of. Go ahead. Great. We have washer dryer hookup.
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening.
Washer dryer hookup. We have a light.
And these are still in good shape. As you see.
Yep. Great.
Use them. They work fine.
And this is your stack that you had redone.
Yes. So this piece now. Let me ask you a question. So is it safe to rent it and leave it exposed like that? I mean, it was metal before, you see, so it's PVC now. And I think somewhere in the future, I may want to box it to protect it, because sometimes when the kids playing around, if they hit this thing and knock it out, you get me?
Yep.
If they're playing around the basement, throw the ball or something and running, I'm concerned.
I grew up in this area and I used to rollerblade in my basement. You know, so you could.
Not just concerned, that's all. You know?
Yeah.
So it's not something that has to be done right now.
I think the same way you do. I don't want to have the issue. It's like I don't want to win a lawsuit. I want to fix a problem.
So any suggestions we down here? Okay, the furnace is there.